In this video, we will go through some formatting for Microsoft Word document. First of all, if I ask you to put the title of the document with heading 1 style, so you will shade it, and from styles group under home tab you will click on, for example, heading 1 if I ask you for this. Also you can choose another type. For example, if I ask you to choose this title for heading 2, so you will just come here in home tab, styles group, and choose heading 2. If I ask you to change the alignment of the text and the font size and the font style, shade it first, then to make it center aligned you click here under paragraph group, center command, and you can change anything in font size or font style. If I ask you to put the spacing between the paragraph lines to 2.5, so this is my paragraph. I will shade it. I will go to paragraph group under home tab and click on, just move your mouse here, you will find line and paragraph spacing. Click on this arrow. For example, if I ask you to make it 3, you can make it 3, 1.5, 2, whatever. Okay, I will make it 1.5 here. Now, if I have some lines in the documents and I want to make them as a list, we have two types of list. We have the bullets and we have numbering. To do bullets, you can just shade the text and click on bullets, so each sentence will be numbered with different bullet. And if I want you to choose numbering, just remove the bullet by clicking again and click on numbering. You see I have numbers here. Okay, now if I ask you to change the orientation of the second page for landscape, to change the orientation of any page, first of all you have to break the connection between the first page and the second page. So you have to stop with your cursor here on the end of the first page. This is the first page, this is the end of it. Then you go to the layout tab and click breaks under page setup group. You will go breaks and next page. Then you see your cursor is transferred here. Then from the page setup group under orientation command, you will click on landscape orientation. You see I have the first page is portrait and the second page is landscape. Now let's see some formatting related to tables. This is the table and I've asked you to add one more column and one more row. You will simply move your mouse on the top right corner. Once you move it, you will see this plus sign. You will click on it, so you added a new column. And same for the row. You will come here into the left bottom corner. Once you see this plus sign, you will add another row. I will show you a different method also. I will delete. If I want to delete this column, I will just move here. When I see this black arrow, I will just click on it. Then directly I will see this delete. I will delete it. Then I will choose delete columns. Now I will show you different way to add one more column. Come closer to the upper border. When you see this sign, left click with mouse, then right click. You can choose insert from here, or you can just right click on the shading and insert column to the right, and even you can do it from the quick access. You can just, once you click here, you will see this quick access control, and you will click insert. We want to insert column right, so you can add it from here. Now if I ask you to just copy and paste these marks like this, you will just simply click to Control C and Control V. Control C for copy, Control V for paste. This is an example. Okay, now I want to delete these two rows. To delete the row, you can click with your left mouse click here, keep your finger clicked, and just move until you see the shading comes out. Then go down. Once you see the shading comes out and this control will appear for you, you will click on delete, then delete rows. If this control is not appeared for you, you will do right click. Now I will ask you to write, for example, your name here and your last name here. I want to show you how to do some formatting on a cell. I want you to change the borders of this cell into blue, like red color, and choose the thickness for it like 4.5 points. So you will just right click here inside this cell and choose table properties. Then you will go to borders and shadings. We want to change the borders of the cell, so you have to be sure you are here in borders. We want to do it on the cell only, not on we will not apply it to the whole of the table. We will apply it only to the cell. So we will click on cell, and I want the color, for example, red, and I want the thickness like 6 points, for example. So I will click apply, then okay. You see I have already changed my the cell borders. So now if I want to change the interior color in the cell with specific style, so you will do right click again, table properties. You will see this window. Then you will click again on borders and shading. Now we will choose shading. So previously we worked here, and now we will choose shading. We need the color, for example, blue, and the style of this color, for example, 10%. I want to apply it on the cell, not on the whole of the table. So you will click OK. Okay, if I want to apply it on the whole of the table, I will right click again here, then table properties. I will go to borders and shading, then I will choose the same, for example, or you can choose different thing, and click without apply to table. You see? Now if I give you this table and I want you, for example, to copy this list, first you can to copy this list inside this table. First of all, you have to number the list, so shade it and go home, tab, paragraph, numbering. Now we will see number 1. I will copy it from here, Ctrl C, and put it here instead of number 1. You can delete or not, it's okay. Now if I ask you to merge these two cells together, I want these two cells to be in one cell, so you will just shade these two cells and choose merge cells. Or if you don't have this control, you will shade these cells, then right click and click merge. Okay, if I want to do same for example this one, race, I will shade these two cells, then I will click merge cell. Also you can put the text on the center. The last thing, if I asked you to remove all of the borders of this table, make them like disabled, okay, not appear, I will not see, I don't want to see them. So you will click on this sign, and under paragraph group you will come here to choose the borders, then you will choose no borders. You see, you will not see any border here. Thank you. I think we have covered most of the important topics.